So in England, in the years like 1340 to 1450, they uh they had what was called something called the Hundred Years' War. And towards the end of the Hundred Years' War, what was happening is that England was winning. And the Catholic Church didn't like this. England was beating France. And the Catholic Church didn't like this because France was more Catholic than England. So France was preferred by the Catholic Church as the winner. And so what happened is that all these priests within France started preaching to the people that, like, hey, France is supposed to win. France is supposed to be the winner. And they started preaching this to everyone. And then what happened is the medicine stuck to this one teenage lady, this one teenage girl named Joan of Arc. And this teenage girl named Joan of Arc, she started saying to everyone, France is supposed to beat England. God wants France to beat England. And now here's the thing is Joan of Arc was just repeating stuff that she heard in school. That she heard that the preachers, the priests and the nuns told her France is supposed to beat England. She was just repeating that stuff. But because she had what we would now call like light schizophrenia, maybe some type of autism, which maybe is metaphysical and is in touch with the divine. I don't really know about all that. But basically what happened is this lady who was taking stuff that she was told in school and just regurgitating it with the confidence that God told her to do such, started preaching this, that France was supposed to beat England. And the powers that be really liked that. And so they started parading her all around France. And she would go all around France and she would tell everyone in France, hey, England is going to lose to France. France is going to beat England. And so what would happen is Joan of Arc would say this to everyone, and eventually it caught on, and France beat England. France won its sovereignty. And I look at this story about, it's a story of the powers that be using a young lady, a young girl, who has the strength of conviction in her speech towards their advantage. I look at that and I think, dude, that's Greta Thunberg. Dude, Greta Thunberg, just like Joan of Arc wasn't a theologian or a philosopher or a war general, Greta Thunberg isn't a climate scientist or an environmental scientist. Greta Thunberg is just a lady, just a young lady, just a young girl who is repeating stuff that she heard in school, that she heard from the powers that be. And maybe it's right. Dude, France did beat England, and a lot of prophecies that Joan of Arc said was going to happen happened. So maybe Greta Thunberg is right. I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just pointing out this, that after the powers that be used Joan of Arc, they murdered her. They literally murdered her when they were done using her towards their agenda. So watch out, Greta. Watch out, Greta. Okay.